What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be working on this 2004 Nissan Sentra. We're going to do front and rear struts, and we went with these from Rock Auto. They were one of the cheapest ones, but they had the little heart next to them, so I think those are the ones that most of the people use, so we went with these. That's the part number for the rear, and this is the part number for the driver's side. So we're going to start off by removing the wheel. 22 millimeter. And then for this, we're going to start off by jacking up the car a little more. And then we're going to put the jack under this. Lower it a little bit. We're going to use a 14 millimeter to get those two nuts off. Now with those two out of the way, we're gonna jack up the car again. Then we're gonna hit this bolt with the 17 millimeter. And the nut is held in by these little two tabs. That comes off. You could actually replace the strut without replacing the spring, but we didn't want to go through the trouble of replacing the spring, and then I think this up here is a separate part, and then if that goes bad, you have to replace that as well. So this was the cheapest option. I think we spent like, I'm gonna say like $150 for all four. They're not the best quality, but it's better than what it has on now. What it has, because what's on here is already shot. So I'm gonna have to use two hands to put this in, because we're gonna slide it in and put the two nuts up here, just to hold it in place. And then we're gonna line up with these bolts. There you go, it's all installed. Pretty easy, it's just one bolt and two nuts. Now we're gonna put the wheel back on. That literally took probably like 10 minutes. It's not that bad. Now let me put the wheel back on, and then we'll move over to the front. We jacked up the front, and we have to pop the hood so we could get access to these bolts. There's two nuts and one bolt, and this looks pretty shot. On that side it was clunking a lot. The passenger side stopped clunking completely now. And we recently did the control arm. We replaced both lower control arms, so the top part of the strut was clunking bad. Now we're gonna get to this one. These are 13 millimeters. All right, so down here we're going to start off by removing this clip for the brake line. Slide this off, and then we have the jack stand right here, so we're going to put a little bit of pressure on the control arm just to hold the strut up while we remove the 13 millimeters on top. we're gonna jack it back up a little bit, and we're gonna get these two 17 millimeters. So I'm gonna have to do it with two hands because I'm gonna have to hold it with the wrench and then hit it with the impact. Once we remove the nuts, the bolts slid off of the bolt hole, and then we just had to get out of the shock tower right here. You can see that this bushing is shot. And we're gonna get the new one, compare it, make sure that it looks the same. So I'm thinking the main thing is that the brake line bracket has to be in the same place. I think that's for the cars that have ABS. This one doesn't. So we're gonna have to. Oh, and also this one has 3 nuts, no bolt. So we're gonna have to slide it in there with 2 hands, and then what we ended up doing is sliding it in, making sure that the studs went through the shock tower, and we just put the nuts on hand tight, and then we went down here and we put the bolts through the bolt hole for the strut. So now that everything is loose, we're gonna lower it a little bit onto the jack stand. Like that. And we're gonna hit this with the impact. Not super tight, but just tight enough. Then we're gonna have to do this with 2 hands. So we're gonna hold it on one side with the wrench, and then the other side we're gonna hit it with the impact, like what we did to loosen them up. See if I can show you guys. Okay, the last thing is to put this brake line through this right here, and then slide this clip in, and then it'll be a hassle with 1 hand, so I'm gonna have to do it with 2 hands. We tapped it in with the hammer just lightly. So now the strut is in. We're gonna put the wheel back on, and we are done. Thing was super easy. We didn't want to be messing with the spring compressor to get the strut replaced and then put the spring back on, so we just ordered the whole thing. And then this top piece goes bad, so that would have been more expensive actually, to buy the strut without the spring and the top part, and then having to install a new one. So we went with this option. So this is what was going on with these wheels. You can see how it was eating it up. It does need an alignment as well, but we think that mainly it was the strut, because the wheel would kind of flop around. So we could bring it back down. So that's it for this video. We did the front strut and the rear strut. For one side it took us about 20 minutes, so I think within an hour we could have done both sides. We had already done the passenger side, that's why we want to show you guys the driver's side. Now we gotta go around the block just to make sure the struts settle in. We have to get this car aligned as soon as possible. We gotta get new wheels as well. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at yonke_oxcfilms. I'll leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.